Is your faith a little stale? Do you sometimes feel like you're just going through the motions? Let's talk about it. Barry Smith here, husband and pastor of 25 years, and a guy who had a radical life change because of the gospel of Jesus Christ. The good news, that I was deep in my sin and headed to hell, but the blood of Christ forgave my sin and gave me an amazing do-over. And when that happened and I experienced all of that incredible love and peace and joy and forgiveness, it was all-consuming. I ate, drank, slept, breathed, and lived for Jesus all the time, every day. It was an amazing relationship. But like most relationships, it didn't stay amazing. I mean, I didn't go turn my back on him or go off the deep end. I just got used to having this incredible savior of my soul. And we've all done it, at least to some degree. It happens. The same in our marriages or other close relationships. We meet, we date, we long to be with each other and fall in love with them, and we can't wait for their text or phone call. We can't wait to be with them again and just to hang out and talk. You just don't want to live without them. And that's amazing. And that's why a lot of people get married. Then after a few months, maybe a year or two, well, the thrill is gone, as the song says. It's not like you don't love them. Of course you love them. It's just that you come down off the high of all the dating, that longing to be together, that all-consuming, heart-transforming, mind-blowing desire to be together. That's what I think the Bible meant in Luke 7. Jesus was invited to eat at a religious leader's house, a Pharisee. A prostitute hears about it. She shows up at the house and cried at Jesus' feet, wiping her tears that fell on his feet with her hair. That's pretty crazy. And then she put on her expensive perfume all over his feet. It's a pretty emotional and amazing encounter with Jesus. Luke chapter 7, verse 39. When the Pharisee who had invited him saw this, he said to himself, "If this man were a prophet, he would know who is touching him and what kind of a woman she is, that she is a sinner." Jesus answered him, "Simon, I have something to tell you." "Oh, tell me, teacher," is what he said. Two people owed money to a certain moneylender. One owed him 500 denarii and the other 50. Neither of them had the money to pay him back, so he forgave the debts of both. Now, which of them will love him more? Simon replied, "I suppose the one who had the bigger debt forgiven." "You have judged correctly," Jesus said. Then he turned toward the woman and said to Simon, "Do you see this woman? I came into your house. You did not give me any water for my feet, but she wet my feet with her tears and wiped them with her hair. You did not give me a kiss, but this woman, from the time I entered, has not stopped kissing my feet. You did not put oil on my head, but she has poured perfume on my feet. Therefore I tell you, her many sins have been forgiven, as her great love has shown. But whoever has been forgiven little, forgives little." It's like these people who were so far from God experience this incredible love and forgiveness, and they just can't help themselves in wanting to be with Jesus, to listen to him, to talk to him, to be in his presence, to receive more love and joy and forgiveness. It's intoxicating. And I believe that's the gold standard we should shoot for. That's what a great relationship with God looks like. That's fresh faith. Just take a moment to remember back when you first met Jesus. You remember how awesome it was? Do you remember that joy and love and forgiveness? You still have all that, and that's a good thing. But if you're like me, you might have gotten used to it. Maybe today's a good day to think back when you were fired up for Jesus. Reconnect with that experience. Re-feel all of those emotions and joy. And then tell God how much you appreciate him, sending his son to not only die for you and provide an eternal destiny in heaven for you, but he's also given you joy and peace and unconditional love and freedom and free will. He didn't make you a robot. He doesn't force you to love him. It's a choice. So I hope that you'll choose to re-engage with Christ today, this week, this month, even this year. Prayer, meditation, Bible reading, serving, all ways to worship God. What it takes above everything else is time. That's what you gave your spouse when you were dating. That's what you gave your God when you first connected with him. But for some of us, you might not be giving him as much time lately. Spend some time with God today. You'll be glad you did. And as always, be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to this channel. It helps us get the word out. I'd really appreciate it. And if you like our stuff, consider supporting us with a tip on PayPal or a tax-deductible donation at YouChoose.Community. The links are all below. So right now, go ahead and hit that thumbs up and share this thing, because no doubt someone you know probably needs to hear this. God bless.